Okay, so hi everyone. Uh, this is solve problem number 3 in the design of touches. So let's look into the problem statement in the next slide. Okay, so problem statement in the third problem is as follows. An automotive plate clutch consists of two pairs of contacting surfaces with asbestos friction lining. The maximum engine torque is 250 Newton meter. The coefficient of friction is 0.35. The inner and outer diameters of friction lining are 175 and 250 mm respectively. The clamping force is provided by 9 springs, each compressed by 5 mm to give a force of 800 Newton when the clutch is new. What is the factor of safety with respect to slippage when the clutch is brand new? What is the factor of safety with respect to slippage after initial wear has occurred? How much wear of friction lining can take place before the clutch will slip? So this is the problem that we need to solve for. Again, this is a problem on single disc clutch, and there is three parameters which they have asked us to determine here. They've asked us to find out what is the factor of safety against slippage when the clutch is brand new and when the clutch has undergone a certain amount of wear. All right. And the third factor which they have asked us to determine is what is the maximum wear that the friction lining can undergo before it will fail or before the clutch will slip. Right, so these are the three parameters which they have asked us to determine. Now if you look into the problem statement, they have given the maximum engine torque as 250 Newton meter, but this maximum engine torque of 250 Newton meter is obtained by two pairs of contacting surfaces. Therefore per pair it will be 250 by 2, 125 Newton meters. Coefficient of friction of asbestos friction lining is given as 0.35. The inner and outer diameters of the friction lining are also known to us. Uh, the axial force or the force of engagement is provided by 9 springs. Each spring will deflect by 5 millimeter to give a force of 800 Newton, which is necessary to keep the clutch engaged. Right? And initially the clutch is new. Right, so for this problem we need to find out the three parameters, factor of safeties for both brand new clutch as well as initially worn out clutch, and we need to find out the maximum wear before the clutch will slip. All right, so we will look into the data and then into the solutions in the next slides. All right, so let's look into the solution now. Data for problem number 3 is as follows. The torque that is transmitted is 250 Newton meter for two contacting surfaces. Outer diameter is 250 mm, inner is 175 mm. Coefficient of friction is 0.35, right? And the number of pairs of contacting surfaces is 2. And the axial force provided by each of the spring is 800 Newton. And deflection or compression of spring, each spring is 5 mm. Number of springs is 9. So these are the data that we have. Now let us look into the first parameter which they have asked us to determine, which is factor of safety against slippage for new clutch. Right, now before we solve the problem, let us uh, look at how to solve this problem. Okay, now when you say factor of safety against slippage, factor of safety we know is maximum by induced, isn't it? Right? The maximum torque that can be transmitted for a single plate clutch is dependent upon both uniform wear or uniform pressure theory. But here they have asked us to find out factor of safety against slippage for new clutch. And we have learnt that for new clutches, it is uniform pressure theory that works well. Right? Therefore, we will use uniform pressure theory and solve for the torque carrying capacity of the clutch. Divide that by the torque that is transmitted, which in this particular case, for one pair of contacting surfaces, it will be 250 by 2, right? So for divide the maximum torque that is obtained using uniform pressure theory divided by the torque transmitted, and you will get the factor of safety, right? And if the factor of safety is greater than 1, we know that the design is safe. All right, therefore let us go through the solution now. Solution for calculating the factor of safety against slippage for new clutch. Right, now as I was saying, the power that is transmitted here is 250 Newton meter for two contacting surfaces. Therefore, per pair it will be 125, 250 by 2, 125 Newton meter. That is the torque. And then each spring is supposed to exert 800 Newton of force. Therefore, for 9 springs, it will be 7,200 Newton. Therefore, you know the torque T and you know the axial force 7,200 Newton. And since the clutch is new, we will make use of uniform pressure theory. For uniform pressure theory, we have a formula 13.9C, which is given here. Now substitute all the parameters here and you will get the value of the maximum torque transmitting capacity of the clutch, right? Now that we will calculate in the next slide. All right, so now making use of the uniform pressure theory, we will calculate the torque as this value here. Right, now this is the torque that we have, 2,70,529.41 Newton mm. All right, so now if you will look at this uniform pressure theory formula, this is actually of mu n dash FAP into DMP, that is mean diameter. Right, I have merged both to obtain this formula here. Right, so you now have got the torque carrying capacity of the clutch based on uniform pressure theory. Now you can go ahead and calculate factor of safety. Right, you will have to divide the torque carrying capacity by the torque transmitted in this particular case, which in the problem statement was given as 125 into 10 power 3 Newton per Newton mm. Therefore, divide both and you will get a factor of safety of 2.16. And since it is greater than 1, the design is safe. Right? Therefore, this was factor of safety against slippage for new clutch. Now, next they have asked us to determine factor of safety against a clutch which is initially worn off. Right? Now, when the friction disc has initially worn off, then uniform pressure theory cannot be applied. You will have to make use of uniform wear theory now. Right, now for uniform wear theory, you know that the torque is given by this formula here, 13.9E, right, where DMW is the mean diameter, which will be the average of the outer and inner diameters. Substitute that and you will get a torque of 2,67,750 Newton mm, right, or 267 into 267.7 into 10 power 3 Newton mm. Now you can find out the factor of safety. Divide 267.75 into 10 power 3 divided by the torque transmitted per pair of contacting surface, 125 into 10 power 3, and you will get the factor of safety as 2.14. Okay, so you have obtained the factor of safety for initially worn out case as well. And for both brand new as well as initial wear, you see that the factor of safety is greater than 1. All right, therefore the design here is safe. Now, third factor which they have asked us to find is what is the maximum wear before the clutch will slip. Now, this we will solve in the next slide. All right, so the final aspect that they have asked us to determine is what will be the maximum wear before the clutch will begin to slip. All right, so we know that the clutch will slip when the spring force is not sufficient to keep the clutch plates engaged, right? Therefore, when the friction lining will start wearing out, then the spring force will become insufficient. Okay. Now, in this particular problem, uh, the torque that needs to be transmitted is 125 into 10 power 3 Newton meter. All right. Sorry, there is a small mistake here. It is 125,000 Newton mm. Right. So this is a unit is wrong here. Please take care of that. So we have got the torque formula for uniform wear theory as follows. Okay, this is the formula for uniform wear theory for the torque. Okay, now torque we know is 125 into 10 power 3 Newton mm. Now to transmit this torque, what is the axial force or what is the spring force needed? We can solve for F, right? Therefore, if you will solve for F, you will see that you need 3361.34 newtons of spring force to make sure that the clutch plates are engaged and it is able to transmit the required torque value. All right. Now, this is the force that we need from the springs. Okay. Now, since in this problem statement they state that we make use of 9 springs, force per spring will be the total spring force divided by 9, which is 373.48 Newton. All right. Okay. Now, when will the clutch begin to slip? When the spring force becomes smaller than 373.48 Newton, there will be slippage. All right. And how much of wear uh, can the clutch plate undergo before it slips? Now, that is what we need to determine. All right. If, as I said, when the spring force per spring will become lower than 373.48, the clutch will slip. Okay. Now, to determine the amount of wear, let us assume that X is the wear. X is the wear of friction lining for slippage to like occur. That is, the compression of spring, which is initially 5 mm, for slippage to happen, the compression of spring will be 5 minus x mm. All right, 5 minus x mm is the compression of spring. Now, we know that stiffness of spring, we have learned when we studied springs that stiffness is equal to spring force divided by deflection. Spring force in this case is 373.48 per spring divided by deflection or compression of spring, which is 5 minus x. Okay, I will denote it as equation A. Now this is the spring stiffness. Now initially for a brand new spring, the compression was 5 mm to give a force of 800 Newton. Therefore, the initial spring stiffness is 800 by 5, which is 160 Newton per millimeter. Now, to determine X, I will like equate A and B, right? And when I like equate A and B, I can solve for the wear X as, and you will get it as 2.67 millimeter. Therefore, if the friction liner uh, wears out by 2.67 millimeters, then the spring force will not be able to keep them in engaged, and the clutch will slip. Right. So with this, the problem is solved. So We have so far solved three problems on uh, single plate or single disc clutch. From the next video onwards, we will start to solve problems on multi-plate or multi-disc clutches. Thank you.